Check it out. That's brought to you by Delta. I told you that Farrah Fawcett has passed away today from her long battle with cancer. Now there's a report. Now, I'm not going to go as far as some of the reports are going. Here's what I'll tell you. Michael Jackson has been rushed to the hospital after he has suffered cardiac arrest. There are reports that are not good. I'm not going to go there yet. I'm not confirming anything. All I'm saying is this. Pop star Michael Jackson has been taken to the UCLA Medical Center by an ambulance suffering from cardiac arrest. It was at 2:26 Pacific time, which is 3:26 our time. He was not breathing when he arrived, when the call and the ambulance and the paramedics arrived at Jackson's home. He was not breathing. The paramedics performed CPR, took him to the UCLA Medical Center. There is no formal word yet on his current condition. Obviously, we're getting a lot of calls and a lot of reports and everything else, but I'm not going with any of those yet. So we're not giving you any update on his condition except to say that Jackson was rushed to the UCLA Medical Center this afternoon. He was taken there after a 911 call from the Jackson home at 12:26 Pacific time. He was not breathing when the paramedics arrived. They did perform CPR. He is at the UCLA Medical Center as we speak. We are awaiting word from the hospital on his condition. So, well, I guess he was at one point the king of pop. I mean, Jackson did have, before he went bonkers, he did have a brilliant career. The guy was a genius. But, I mean, he was a genius. I mean, there's no way around it. He was a genius performer. But he obviously has had a very rough part of his later life here, or, what we would call middle-age part of his life. He has had a very rough time. And, again, I don't have anything except that right now. You know how it gets. We get a lot of information we can't confirm. We can't do this. So there are reports, running rampant right now. So you can bring yourself up to date on that this afternoon. But it has become a crazy news day here. First Farrah Fawcett and now Michael Jackson. Farrah Fawcett, though, was obviously, we knew was battling a losing battle against cancer for a very long time. So we don't have anything yet. We know her passing at the age of 62. Jackson, how old is Jackson? Is he 40? I don't even know. 40, I guess in his 40s, I would guess, right? He's got to be over 40 years of age. Jackson, 60s, 5 years old, 40. I guess he's in this, is he 44, 45 years old, maybe, I would guess. All right, so he's 41 years old. Okay. Going on 40. Oh, excuse me, 48. Born in 58. He's 50 years old. 51 years old, yes. He's a little older than I thought. He's 51 years old, not 41. 51 years old, yeah. 58. 51 years old. Okay. So we're waiting for some word on multiple reports now that Michael Jackson is dead. We're getting multiple reports now that he did not recover from cardiac arrest. There are multiple reports now, numerous reports, that Michael Jackson, who was rushed to the UCLA Medical Center after suffering cardiac arrest, is dead. I'll get you more as soon as we get any more information as far as any statement from the hospital, but there are now numerous websites, breaking news everywhere right now, flashing and all over the place that he has passed away. Born, what was his birthday? 1958. Do we have a date? 1958, August 29th, 1958, which means he's 50 years of age. Boy, first Farrah Fawcett, who obviously has suffered for many years from a serious and obviously fatal bout with cancer, passed away earlier today at the age of 62. And now this stunning news that Michael Jackson, who obviously has lived an infamous life in the last few years, and obviously a chaotic and enormously disorderly life in recent years, but who was a, iconic performer, as you'll find out in the days, and the hours and days to come, and who was just a legendary performer. Well, whether you couldn't stomach some of the things he obviously was, accused of, which none of us could. But as far as his performances went and his ability went, he obviously had, incredible ability, and was a legendary performer. But it sounds like passed away at the age of 50. There were reports. I'm trying to get one that I would, stand on, like the AP or the New York Times. I don't yet. I see here that Fox 5 is reporting that he's dead. We'll get you any other information to see if the hospital, as soon as they make a statement. But now we're getting numerous reports everywhere that he has passed away. Born August 29th, 1958 in Gary, Indiana. His father, Joseph Jackson, had been a guitarist, but had put aside his musical aspirations to become a crane operator, and then, believing that his sons had some talent, molded them into the Jackson 5. And obviously we all remember at least I do, if you're old enough to remember the Jackson 5 and the success they had in their first album. Diana Ross presents the Jackson 5, and Diana Ross was a very big figure, as was Berry Gordy in their career and in their ascension and everything else. And from there, their first Billboard hit, which was in January 1970. So Michael Jackson has been with us. If you're, my age, or even you're a little younger, Michael Jackson has been with you your whole adult life, because he, broke onto the scene as a very, very young man, and then at the age of 13 launched a solo career in addition to his work with the Jackson 5, and hit the charts with "Got to Be There" in 1971, and then "Ben" in 1972, which became his first #1 single. And then we know through Thriller and all the other things that he did, the remarkable work that he did for a long time. So stunning news today. I don't know what Jackson's been doing in recent years. Obviously, as we said, he was supposed to tour again? Really?
July 13th, we're supposed to kick off on a tour.
He was touring again, huh? I don't know how that would have been received. I know that, people's views of him had changed and his life had become rather bizarre for a very long time. But breaking news everywhere now. Fox 5, the TMZ.com, numerous other websites right now stating that Michael Jackson has passed away at the age of 50. Back after this.